Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Citi Prime News. The news is live from our studio at Adabraka in Accra. I am Inosafo. Coming up, Ghana Police Service busts major bank robbery syndicate in the Ashanti region.
So far, we have successfully arrested 10 suspects. 3 other suspects were shot dead in the course of the operation during a shootout with the police. We have launched a manhunt for the remaining suspects who are on the run. We will not stop until we get them arrested.
Also coming up, Public Utilities Regulatory Commission increases electricity tariffs by 1.14% from October 1, 2025. Water tariffs remain unchanged. Still ahead, minority accuses government of deliberately disregarding other arms of government in the matter of Ghana receiving other West African deportees from the United States. And later, Bethel Logistics lauds long-standing partnership with Citi FM and Channel 1 TV as it backs 2025 Citi Business Olympics.
For us and Citi, it's like it's a family home. The business mileage, the exposure.
Yeah.
You are anywhere and they are like, oh, we saw you on Citi, Channel 1 TV.
This bulletin is also live across our partner stations in the Upper West region. We're live on Tupani Radio 88.5 in Nadoli. In Jarapa, we're live on Jarapa 96.1 FM. In the Upper East region, Rikas 92.1 FM in Bongonamo. In the Northern region, North Star Radio 92.1 in Tamale. In the Northeast region, Nobia FM 98.1 in Nalerugu. In the Western region, we're live on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM, both in Takrady. In the Ashanti region, Focus 94.3 FM on the KNUST campus in Kumasi. Orange 107.9 FM also in Kumasi. In the Volta region, Sela Radio 97.1 FM in Dabala. Holy FM 98.5 in Aflao. In the Savannah region, we're live on Kasha 99.5 FM in Damongo. In the Bunu region, Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyani. Across the globe, we're live on citinewsroom.com.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Many thanks for choosing us. Let's settle for the details of our stories. The Ghana Police Service has arrested 10 suspected members of an armed robbery syndicate accused of targeting banks nationwide. Director General of the CID, COP Lydia Yakodonko, says the suspects were picked up from hideouts in the Ashanti region. She revealed that some have confessed to their involvement. COP Donko added that the suspects will soon be arraigned as efforts continue to track down other accomplices.
Between November 2024 and September 2025, the police administration responded to a series of bank robberies across the country. A critical analysis of these robberies revealed a similar modus operandi employed by the robbers. Their modus was that the gang armed with pump-action guns attack a bank, hold the security guards hostage, snatch their weapons, and then use industrial cutting machines to break into the vaults of the banks. Targeted intelligence gathering across the affected regions led police to one of the suspects, one Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, an ex-convict who is believed to be the mastermind who recruited several others for the robbery operations. On 18 September 2025, an intelligence team proceeded to Esereso Adeja, where sustained surveillance led to the arrest of suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra, the leader of the gang, in his hideout at Esereso Adeja. A search conducted in his house and its surroundings led to the retrieval of 2 AK-47 rifles, concealed in a sack buried in a pond of water behind his house. The said weapons were police rifles, which were snatched from policemen on duty at Ecobank Kenyasi branch on 8 September 2025. On interrogation, suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra admitted to the robberies and mentioned suspects Kwabna Owusu-Ansan alias Kobi, David Ebuobi alias Kofi, David Wasti, Francis Akwa alias Preman, Stephen Say, Martin Akansina alias 1 Billion, Kweku Prepare alias X5, Nanaya Frimpong alias Mystical, Kojo Atingao alias Boga, Al-Hassan Ibrahim, Samuel Apia alias Akwesi Mugu, Samuel Akwesi Jan, Nati Bongo, Bozin and Albert as his accomplices in the various robberies.
You heard Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department, COP Lydia Yako Donko. The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohuno, also addressing journalists at the police headquarters in Accra, announced plans by the police to promote officers who were involved in arresting the robbery syndicate.
The Police Management Board have decided to promote 3 chief inspectors to the police academy, 3 inspectors to chief inspector, 2 sergeants to inspector, 1 corporal to sergeant, 3 constables. They are lucky, very fresh. They are giving lance corporal. To the senior officers, the police council will take a decision on them. Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity to call all members of the public to support the police with information for successful investigation. Let us all be vigilant members of the community and report any suspicious persons or activities to the police.
You heard the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohunu. Now, parents have expressed satisfaction with the improved crowd management and processes at the school placement resolution centers. Unlike yesterday's chaotic scenes, today's exercise has been calm and well coordinated. Parents who spoke to Citi News after returning for a second day said their concerns were being addressed swiftly compared to the delays they faced earlier. They commended officials for streamlining the process and ensuring a more efficient system for resolving placement challenges.
I came to change my status, the status of my board, but they said I should leave the forms down and go. They will call us back. Came around 4 that way, and it's almost 9.
Yeah.
So today was a little bit cool, so we are waiting.
We came yesterday for a change of school, and we went home to get some necessary documents to come back today. Oh, comparing yesterday to today, I can say yesterday was really hectic because the number of people that were here was so much that we couldn't handle. But seeing today is actually, the number is very low here. Oh, I can say today we got here around 8:30 and we finished 9 here, so we didn't take.
Those were some parents speaking to Citi News. Meanwhile, some students who spoke to Citi News about the issues say they face and their expectations regarding the resolutions.
So I'm not here to change my school, but I got the school and I want to change it from day to board. I wasn't sure I'll get it, so when I got it, I was really shocked.
I'm here to check on my school because the school that they're giving me was not the school that I selected. And the school that they're giving me is at Otiwiji. And I'm also from Ashama, Accra, that they give me that school. Because if from me, and the school is even they didn't give me boarding school.
I just came, when the schools came out, I got a certain school at DSO, Upper West Dentra. It's very far, about 5 hours back, including the traffic, it will be like 8 hours. So I wanted to change it to a place nearby. So I changed it to one of the schools in East Timor. And in school, but I'm not satisfied because the schools are not yet out. So I don't know if what I've come to do is going to work. So I'm just waiting for the schools to come out.
You heard some students at the Nat Hall speaking to Citi News. My colleague Samuel Akom is there for us and joins us over the phone lines for more. Unfortunately, we will try and re-establish contact with Samuel Akom. Samuel Akom is at the Nat Hall, where parents have expressed satisfaction with the improved crowd management and processes at the school placement resolution centers. Unlike yesterday's chaotic scenes, he spoke to the PRO of the Education Ministry. Let's hear him.
Prior to the exams itself, students were given forms to pick their choice schools. I think previously it used to be 5 schools, but this year we have expanded it to about 7 schools. It is impossible for you to be placed in a school you haven't chosen. And even there is an agreement, there is a consent statement in that placement form where you fill and where you fill and then endorse. So it is impossible for you to be placed in a school you have not chosen. The self-placement portal was activated, I think, somewhere on the 18th of September, and it has been very, very active. Within that period, we had about 105 or 107,000 students who were not placed. But presently, as I am speaking to you, about 80 to 85,000 students have been able to self-place themselves.
You heard the PRO of the Education Ministry, Hashmin Mohammed. My colleague Samuel Akom is back on the line with us. Sammy, if you can hear me, describe day 2 at the placement center in comparison to day 1. How has it been?
Thank you. So I am currently at the Nat Hall here in the Greater Accra region. We do know that this is a place that has been designated for resolution or rectification of placement issues. Yes, as you rightly indicated, yesterday when we got here, we saw a crowd. When I say crowd, I mean crowd. Yesterday, a lot more people here yesterday. But today, few numbers have been recorded, especially on the outside. I indicated yesterday that even having access to the place was a difficulty. But today, I can confirm and report that everything is properly being coordinated here and few numbers outside. But as to whether or not that means their issues have been resolved, we cannot confirm. But speaking to some parents, they have said that indeed, when they arrive, they take their details with the hope that the issues will be resolved. And so I have engaged the CSSP deputy coordinator, who has indicated that, yes, they are not just taking the details, but indeed they are working on it for them. So if you come here and they tell you to put down your details and your issue and go back home, it doesn't mean they are just taking them for taking them sake, but those issues will be resolved. Then again, the media relations officer for the Ministry of Education also passed through today, and he has particularly stated that under no circumstance will students be placed in schools they did not choose. I'm making this point because majority of the issues parents have come here to the resolution center with, topping the list is the fact that they want to change the school category from, let's say, category C to category A, or from B to A, and then followed by people who have had a school where they were placed in day, they want to change the status to boarding, and then also people who come here to say that the distance between where they live and where the schools are is quite, a long distance, so they want to change. So those are the issues topping the list. But the media relations officer made it clear that under no circumstance will the system place a student in a school he or she did not choose. But the team will listen to genuine concerns and investigate, and if indeed there was an error, it will be rectified. But today we did not only speak to parents, we also spoke to some students, because writing BEC and you want to continue your education, your friends are getting schools and you are not getting, or you've not been placed yet. How do you feel? We spoke to some of them who expressed how sad they were, but indicated that they are still hopeful that their issues will be resolved. One particular story that got my attention was a lady who had aggregate 14 with A1 in English language, and unfortunately she was placed in her D choice. She was placed in her fourth choice, and the school is also not closed to where she lives. She is in Accra. And, so these are some of the stories, and this is what has been happening here today.
All right, Sammy, thank you very much for that update. Samuel Akom is my colleague here in the City Newsroom. The Teachers and Educational Workers Union of TUC says it will not end its nationwide strike until the government addresses their conditions of service. The union, which began the strike on Friday, accused government of deliberately delaying the signing of its agreement. Despite appeals from the Labour Ministry and the National Labour Commission, TEU insists its members will stay away from work. General Secretary of TEU, King James Azotiba, demanded swift action to restore stability in schools.
Yeah, after the declaration on Friday, we have not had any serious response from government side. The only communication we had was with the Minister of Employment, and his was an appeal for us to go back to table, and then the negotiation can continue. And the question is, you are going back on what basis? We suspended this strike last year in November, and we are calling it on last year November. So we reactivate it now. And what we agreed and had confidence, acted in good faith with government. Government has not stayed to their part of the deal. And that's why we have come back on the same issue. We are ever ready for negotiation, but we are ready when there's enough evidence, concrete and confirmed evidence that there's a mandate to proceed with negotiation. But just by word of mouth, you call off and come and let's sit down and talk. It's nothing. You call and you go there, and then they'll tell you that they don't have mandate. So what have you done? Our question and our worry is, what is the issue that the finance minister is having a challenge with our proposal? What is the issue?
That was the General Secretary of TEU, King James Azotiba. The Ghana Tertiary Education Commission has lifted all sanctions it placed on the University of Cape Coast over the tenure of Vice-Chancellor Professor Johnson Nyarko Boampong. The sanctions had halted accreditation, salary processing and other key services. In a letter, GTEC said the move follows evidence from UCC's registrar showing compliance with its directive issued on September 19. Meanwhile, Professor Boampong has taken the matter to court for determination. You're still listening to the City Prime News on 97.3 City FM. Still to come, Bethel Logistics lauds a long-standing partnership with City FM and Channel 1 TV as it backs 2025 City Business Olympics.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
The luckiest everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community will win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Let's do some more stories. The minority has accused government of deliberately disregarding other arms of government in the matter of Ghana receiving 11 nationals of other West African countries deported from the United States. This follows the execution of the Memorandum of Understanding between Ghana and the U.S. without parliamentary ratification. The group has therefore reiterated its call for the government to suspend the arrangement. Ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, Samuel Jinapo, addressed a press conference today.
The fact that we, the minority members of the Foreign Affairs Committee, had to learn of this development in the media is very disturbing and is consistent with attempts by the executive to disregard the other arms of government. We have learned that some of these foreign nationals are being held in detention centers against their wishes and have gone ahead to institute legal action against our government for the breaches of their fundamental human rights. Despite these actions and genuine concerns being raised by Ghanaians and the international media, we are told that some 40 more people are due to arrive in the country pursuant to this same unconstitutional agreement. We are taking note of the comment by the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs to the effect that the agreement with the United States is a memorandum of understanding and will require parliamentary approval only when it is, in his words, elevated to the status of an agreement.
That was Ranking Member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, Samuel Chinapo. The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has announced a 1.14% upward adjustment in electricity tariffs for the fourth quarter of 2025, effective October 1, 2025. In a statement issued today, the Commission said water tariffs will remain unchanged during the period. The adjustments, according to the PURC, were made under its quarterly tariff review mechanism, which ensures tariffs reflect changes in key economic indicators beyond the control of utility service providers. The PURC explained that the review considered several variables, including exchange rate movements, domestic inflation, cost of natural gas, among others. Away from that, the Municipal Chief Executive of Obuasi East, William Kofi Azou, has raised concern over the rapid deterioration of the Jimmy River, blaming illegal mining along its banks. He noted that Anglo Gold Ashanti has repeatedly raised alarm about the high turbidity levels of the river, warning that it poses serious environmental and operational risks. Speaking to the media during the commissioning of the Pomposo footbridge by the Underground Mining Alliance, the MCE said his office, in collaboration with the Municipal Security Council and Anglo Gold Ashanti, will launch an operation to remove all illegal miners from the riverside.
The last time I met with the MISEC, we've put measures in place, and then we've actually budgeted, because the AGA has also been complaining that the water turbidity right now is very high. I'm talking about Jimmy River. So we've drawn a program of which they are giving them the KPI to make sure that at least we need to go about all those indications and make sure that we embark on that particular operation. So we have decided that it's going to be in 2-3 phases. The first one, the AJ has agreed that he's going to share the cost with us, so that we're going to the riverside. All those who are working, the illegal miners on the just by the river, just like what the president has said, that they don't want anybody to work in the water bodies. They don't want anybody to work in the forest. We need to comply with that, and then that is exactly the reason why we have to come up with that budget. The AG is ready to help us, and then we have put, I think, hopefully by November, we should be able to embark on all those exercises.
You heard the Municipal Chief Executive of Obuasi East, William Kofi Azou. Ghana's broadcasting industry is set for a major rethink as the Africa Media Bureau, in partnership with Channel One TV and Citi FM, convenes a high-level forum to explore how policy, technology, and international best practices can drive a more resilient and economically sustainable media landscape. The event, themed Broadcasting at the Crossroads, Shaping the Future of Ghana's Electronic Media, will gather regulators, policymakers, broadcasters, digital entrepreneurs, and international consultants at Alisa Hotel on Friday, September 26, to align the country's broadcasting industry with global trends while addressing economic and regulatory challenges. There's more in the following report.
Key topics for discussion at the forum include artificial intelligence and automation in broadcasting, the rollout of 5G infrastructure, digital convergence, licensing, compliance, and the long-term financial sustainability of broadcasters. The Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovations, Samuel Nati George, will deliver the keynote address, setting the tone for panel discussions on a wide array of industry issues. One of the sessions, State of the Sector, will evaluate penetration levels of radio, television, and internet-based broadcasting alongside content diversity, technology adoption, and the economics of running broadcast operations. Speakers will include representatives from the National Communications Authority, the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association, and Imani. Another key session, Policy and Regulatory Directions, will feature George Sapon, Executive Secretary of the National Media Commission, and other experts experienced panelists who will examine Ghana's licensing regime, compliance gaps, and prospects for policy reform in an era of digital convergence. The forum will also host a session on technology, innovation, and convergence led by experts from WAPS, the BBC, SABC News, and MTN. This discussion will explore case studies from global markets, highlighting new approaches to funding, content delivery, and platform integration. The high-level event is expected to attract radio and television owners, media associations, policymakers, and international media consultants. The outcomes of the forum will generate actionable strategies for the media landscape in Ghana and beyond.
My colleague Ni Latte filed that report. Away from that, the Ghana Railway Development Authority has assured traders and transport unions at the CMB trading hub of their continued stay on the land that recently sparked protests. The groups had earlier petitioned the president over concerns of an alleged takeover of the site, which has served as both a trading center and lorry station for more than 3 decades. Speaking to Citi News, the authority's chief executive officer, Dr. Frederick Apos, said ongoing engagements with stakeholders, including the area's Member of Parliament, are aimed at addressing the concerns and safeguarding the livelihoods tied to the enclave.
Ghana Railway Development Authority, we identify a lot of irregularities on our railway lines. And at the moment, we have identified some of the root causes as part of our revenue mobilization exercise, and that is currently ongoing at the moment at the CMB area. I want to reassure the public and the market women, especially our mothers, sisters, and aunties in the informal sector. We are not going to move anybody from there. We are not going to move anybody from there. And as part of our initiative as a government, I have engaged with the Member of Parliament there, Honorable Senator Rollins, yesterday, together with the MC, to address every other issues there. As far as the authority is concerned, yes, leases given are under review in the previous administration. In this administration, we have only issued 2 leases. So no lease has been given to any private developer under this administration.
Dr. Frederick Apol also urged government to set up an interministerial task force to deal with illegal mining activities threatening railway infrastructure in the western region.
I am crying for action. I think my minister is working, Honorable Bukari is working this at the highest level with Honorable Amabua, as well as the Interior Minister, to help us to form the interministerial task force. There are so many task forces going around, so I don't want to go around forming railway task force. That's why I'm very cautious saying interministerial task force. But we will need a specific task force to protect the national asset. Otherwise, you know, the drainage are all gone. These drainage were done last year. They are damming the drainage and the culvert to wash the goat. So if we don't protect the national asset, we are not going to have any railway. We are lucky that time up in Pagadan area there is no galamsey. Even that we are even subject to the weather and also scrap dealers stealing our metals.
Dr. Frederick Apol is Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Development Authority. Supporters of the 2025 City Business Olympics, Bethel Logistics says its partnership with Citi FM and Channel One TV over the years has significantly boosted the company's brand and visibility, hence the decision to support the biggest annual sporting event. The City Business Olympics, scheduled for the Eden Heights Sports Complex, will bring together corporate institutions to compete for the ultimate prize. Speaking on the City Breakfast Show, representatives from Bethel Logistics said the company is also ready to compete and win medals at the event.
We are doing football.
We
are doing swimming. We are doing sack race. We are doing lime and spoon. We are doing drafts. And
tug of war.
Tug of war.
Yeah. Why are all these things important for a logistics company? Why this is your 4th time? You've always been a sponsor. I mean, what's the motivation? What's driving you?
Oh, for us and Citi, it's like it's a family home. So you know, Citi has been on Beyond Borders.
Absolutely.
Which we've done footprints.
Absolutely.
So for us, Citi is like a home.
You have your footprints on our timeline.
On your timeline. So anything Citi, Bethel Logistics is proud. And
I love it. What does it do for you? What does this association...
Well, the mileage. You can't joke with it. The business mileage, the exposure.
Yeah.
You are anywhere and they are like, oh, we saw you on Citi.
That makes it easy.
On Channel 1 TV. By then it was Citi TV.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw you on Citi. Anywhere you walk into the...
Bethel Logistics.
Exactly. These are the people who always are on Citi TV.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen them?
Yeah.
That alone.
Marco Furi is General Manager for Bethel Logistics, one of the supporters of the 2025 City Business Olympics. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle. It is proudly sponsored by UMB Bank with support from Bethel Logistics, Danpong Healthcare and Hallmark Cafe. And that's how we end the City Prime News, which has been live from our studio in Adabraka here in Accra. Do log on to our website, citynewsroom.com, for more news. My name is Enusafu. Many thanks for joining us.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302-224959 and get interactive on Facebook, City 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at City 973.